So I think I might be dialed in. My first couple of shots, I was hitting down here. I don't know, that second shot looks like it hit a little high, but it was still in the center. So I think that is dialed in the center. I'm going to take about 5 more shots. I'll put this up. And this red cat, well, maybe I'll put this. So I'll put these 2 up and see what I get out of them. So I put smaller and smaller targets in as I get dialed in. I think I'm dialed in good enough to where I should be able to hit these smaller targets. If you guys wonder how I got this target set up, this big metal target, I mean, the pellets were shattering off of it like crazy. So I was like, man, I need something. So there's electrical putty. You find that at Lowe's. I put electrical putty on it. You can mold that to however you want. It stops pellets pretty good. And the black stuff that I got, that I put in that tin right there, man, that's really good stuff. You probably can't get that. That's stuff I use when we put in cooling towers and stuff. There's like this really sticky putty type stuff we put in between. It's a weather barrier. This stuff, you can get it wet all day long. It's no problem. It only stops getting sticky as it gets dirty, and then you just roll it in your hand till it gets sticky again, and you're back in business. So I love this stuff. The duck putty, it's easy to get though. It's at Lowe's. It pretty much does the same thing. I just started using the black stuff because it's free. I put a couple of cooling towers in, and I had a bunch of extra, so no more needing to use the electrical putty, because that I use more often. But the black stuff, it gets kind of messy. It's really sticky in the summertime. It's a lot better in the winter, but it gets real sticky in the summer. But that's what I got up here. I'm gonna take a few more shots, see what we get. All right, so this was a 3-shot group. All right, so I missed. I was aiming for the center of that yellow top, and all 3 of them hit down there. And on this one, this is a 5-shot group, so 2 of them hit the top. The rest of them knocked the bottom out of there. Looks like one went here. I knocked a hole in that. That's the size of it. So all in all, you know, I'm using a red dot Vortex AMG for my short distance. So, you know, for the Vortex, I think that is decent enough. You know, knowing I'm gonna take a couple of more shots just to see if this is a consistent path. If it's consistent, I'll turn this up to the upside. I would prefer that I shoot low. That way, if I aim for the head and I miss, I'll hit him in the neck. Then I miss high. So this is a miss low. What that was. Now I'm gonna check the consistency on my high-low. If it stays low, then that's good. I can work with that. If it goes high and low, then that's a problem. So it looks like it's pretty consistent. I don't really want to mess with it because it's in the middle. It's just a up and down thing, except up here. I don't know if I caught a wind gust or what, but at 25 yards, it shouldn't be a big deal. All right, let's go get set back up. See if I can hit that yellow top. Figured I'd show y'all. Anyway, that's the stuff I use on the cooling towers. So I just cut a piece of that out. And I'll roll it up and put it inside the bottle caps, and that catches pellets. It's really better than that ballistic gel or anything. It's sticky, so it catches the pellets. You don't need a whole lot of it. So I like it. But I'm going to go ahead and get another top set up for that top one because it was just too destroyed, and put a bottle cap on it. Alright. So I got this, this putty. This is more like a, I don't know. This is sticky, so this catches pellets way better than ballistic gel. You know, this ain't meant to be passed through and see a channel or anything. It's going to catch the pellets. So you can see where I caught the pellet there. And basically what I want to do is, if I put that inside of there and I stick that on that, so this is never gonna, I got some gel here. When I put paper targets on there, does the same thing, that'll catch them. But right now I'm dialing in. So I got this bottle cap that I'm gonna be trying to shoot. I'm dialed in decently. I'm working with a Vortex AMG red dot, well, holographic sight. So the accuracy isn't, you know, super accurate, but it's a good red dot. It's a half MOA, I think the dot is half a MOA, so you know you're gonna get a decent accuracy with it. But I want to see where these shots are landing, how consistent they are. So this one here, when I start shooting it, I'll have that little bit of consistency. And then I think I'm gonna put the red one in place of this yellow one, because when I shoot this, I'm just not going to be able to see anything. So let me take that off of there. I'm gonna put the red one on it instead. Alright, so I filled the red top with the putty, and if I can't consistently hit that red top, I'm in trouble. I'm hoping that I can get pretty close to this here. I don't know that I will, but that would be nice. So I'm gonna do a 3-shot group on this, a 5-shot group on that, and see what we get. My hen is getting out there. She might get in the way of the target. So I don't know. I'm gonna take a couple of shots. Hopefully she won't get in the way. I think she's going in the coop. She's the lone survivor of my first 15. And the reason why I gotta take out whatever predator came out last night and killed my 2 roosters. Left my hen by herself. Alright, I'll check back in. Listen. I think I can get a couple of shots out. She's out the way. Alright, so I wanted to do a 5-shot group on this one, but after the first shot, it fell into pieces. Alright, and that's where the shot landed. Which it landed low, like it's been doing, so that's pretty consistent. 3-shot group on this one. I aimed higher since I know it's hitting low, and that's pretty good. You know, got a bottle cap there. My thumb's bigger. So the first shot hit there, and then I aimed at the edge of it, and so I think I'm getting real good consistency out of it. So I think it's now dialed in for 25 yards. So it was dialed in for 50. I had my 17 caliber dialed in for 75. So the 50 yards was pretty much out to the edge of that yard there, that wood pile. And my 17 cal is set for the tree line right there, just in front of the river. So that's why I had to dial this one in for 25 yards, because whatever is coming out here is going to be coming out tonight. So now we're dialed in for the 25 yards. I'm gonna pull this all up. I'm gonna set the 2 roosters that he ate right here. And I'm hoping that I don't end up with a fox or coyote coming for these guys, or a cat. I don't know exactly what got them. But the next thing I want to show y'all is the way this catches lead. So you can see I'm running, that's 22. It's a hollow point. But just a little bit of thickness of that caught those pellets. You see they didn't come through the back. And that's what I like about this stuff, man. It is a pellet catcher. If you're dialed in, you know, I don't need a tree stop if I know if I got pretty good dial in. I wouldn't need this tree as a backstop. This stuff is going to stop pellets. They're slugs I'm running, and they're running at about 840. So, you know, this slug running at 840, and this thing can stop it and catch that slug just based on the stickiness of it. The slug can't get through there. It's tough and sticky. So I really like this stuff. This is it's a little stickier and tougher than the putty. Now in the winter time, the putty, the electric putty, it's a lot better. I don't know if it just gets harder, but it gets tougher for pellets to get through. Whereas in the summertime, the putty, it gets stickier. This gets stickier. I haven't shot any of this in the summer yet, so I'll see if this can still stop these slugs in the summertime. But this 25 yards at 840. I think this is a 18 grain slug. 18 grain slugs stopped. It is a hollow point though, so that helps with stopping it. Let's see if we can see that other one. It didn't come through either. It's at the top though. You might be able to see where it's stuck in there. Can't see it either. Smashed into pieces in there. There it is. Just took that slug and just turned it into, just fragmented it. No, that's not the, that's parts of it. I think the slug is actually, it did get through and it's right there. There it is. That one, it got through. It's right there, like the other one. The one that hit this, the two that hit the bottle cap though, they're stuck in there. So that's some real good stuff. I love this stuff. You really get to see exactly where your pellets impact at, because they hit that and they can't really get off to the side or move around. So whatever you're shooting, you know, I don't really need that. Even if I shot these on paper, I can see the point of impact way better than if I put the paper on that iron plate and it shatters all over the place. This shows you exactly where you impact it. I like it a lot. All right, y'all, I'm out. So I left the coop open last night. And my hen, she usually sits right here up at the top. Usually there's a rooster that sits up there with her. The roosters go in through that hole right there. I don't know if one of the roosters sat up there with her or not, but one of the roosters, he'll sit up here, or he'll sit up in there, and he sleeps there. I found both of them dead right down here. I don't know exactly what went down, how they ended up getting killed. I don't know what killed them. But the hen, this morning, she was still sitting right up here. So whatever killed them didn't go up there and get the hen and kill her. It just grabbed both of them and killed them. I'm gonna leave them outside of the coop today. I've already set up my air gun. Got a point of impact, and it's hitting good. You know, I did a 3-shot group, and one of the pellets hit about right where my finger is at. The other 2 hit there. So I'm pretty confident that whatever comes out here and starts eating on these chickens, I'll put a headshot on it tonight. I'm pretty sure it'll be back to eat. This guy's dead. He's really not tore up too bad. I think his wounds don't look that bad. It ate on his leg. There's the puncture wound right in there. Whatever it was. It hit him right in there. And that was probably what killed him. A bite to the breast or something like that. It really didn't do too much eating. I don't know if it got scared away or if it ate this guy, got enough eating on this guy, but I think it's a possum. By the looks of the birds, it ate his thigh off and ate a lot of his leg. It did most of its eating on him. This guy might have got scared and started running around, and it got a hold of him too. Just got its fill and left. But when it comes back tonight, hungry, knowing there's a meal, it's going to find its meal right here, and hopefully he'll start eating and my motion sensor will go off, and I'll hop back right on my pellet gun, and I'll put one in his head. That's the plan. We'll see if it's successful tonight. I'll keep you posted.